Okay, so this is a build on PlayStation for Fun with Fall. I chose to do it in Sunlight Plateau because I felt like the Plaza, Peaceful Meadows, and the Forest of Valor were a little too green. I was trying to get it for more of an autumn fall, the leaves are falling, everything is dead kind of vibe. This one is the outfit challenge, so as per usual, I picked the outfit first. That's in another video. I went with some red, dark, fall feeling vibes. So I was trying to build a scene for the photo that kind of matched what was going on. So I went as per usual and just started pulling everything out, trying to get my theme going, trying to get my thought process of what I'm actually trying to do here. So I went with, like a lot of people are, a nature, outdoor, pumpkin patch, fall kind of vibe. So I started by just pulling everything out. I did the orange and brown filter to get, pumpkiny, brown, earthy stuff going on. And I pulled a lot of stuff that's kind of like garden themed. The barrels and planterns, all of that was like craftable items. Sometimes I forget to check the craftable items that you can't just order in the store in Scrooge's shop. So I went ahead and crafted up some stuff and just started pulling everything out. And I also used my fruit stand that I finally got. I feel like everybody's gotten a fruit stand. Do you not have the fruit stand? Let me know. Pulled out a stall, and I also utilized all the things from the fall bundle that they just gave us the code for. If you haven't gotten it yet, it's the autumn bundle, all capitalized, one word. That's where these bountiful planters came from right here. And also the arches, the fall colored arches with the paper pendants on them, or whatever you like to call them. They're very cute. I know a lot of people are going to use them, but I mean, we only have so much stuff to go with, so it's really more, I think, when I'm looking at photos, more of like your creativity and what you actually do with the stuff, because we all have the same stuff. So, what are you going to do with it? Go hard or go home. So, I really just went with the fall vibe, went for it. I don't know if I'm sure, because people always do. People still take selfies. Don't take selfies. People just won't. I feel like you won't do as well, even if your picture's good. I vote for some selfies, but they have to be on point for theming. And since this is an outfit challenge, don't do a selfie. Some people just won't vote just on principle of it being outfit one. But I still like to set the scene. If you have I feel like if your picture is better all cute, aesthetically appealing, and symmetrical. A lot of people like symmetrical. It's just gonna go over well. Like, don't put yourself short. Get the free moonstones, man. Moonstones, moonstones. I hope I will get 4,000 with this build, but I didn't get to do every little thing I wanted because it was just so tedious going through the menu and it slowing down over and over again, and then the lag of me trying to move items back and forth and it not catching up with all the button mashing I was doing. But I actually had surprisingly a lot of good stuff. I don't know why I haven't built a garden. I pulled my Wally's garden from where it normally goes because it's a pre-made garden. So I mean, that's cute. Just utilize it if you utilize it well. I don't really care if people use things like the garden and the houses and stuff. It's cute. And even though this is not a decoration competition, though, for this week, decoration challenge, it's still kind of important to decorate a little scene because I just feel like you're cutting yourself short and you won't get as many moonstones. So just, go for it. And I don't know about you, but my valley is so empty, as you can see in the background, that there's not a lot going on. So it gives me something to do. I finished all the challenges, not challenges, all the quests like immediately. I'm all caught up. I'm just working on finishing some of the collections, furniture, clothing. I'll be done with clothing, but furniture, that's going to take quite a while. And getting all the achievements for Dreamlight so you're ready for the next update. But I really like the scarecrow right there. I was trying to make like a photo op scene. Like you go to the pumpkin patch, after you get your pumpkin and whatever, and then go take a picture with the scarecrow. I still have to figure out for the photo shoot part which character I'm gonna try to get in there. Since I wear a red outfit, I was thinking someone more in red, but I couldn't really figure out anybody. But Kristoff and Anna kind of have like a fall vibe going on. I don't want to do spooky. Or Wally. When I was building, Wally was hanging out in the back, and I'm in his little dapper outfit. He kind of looks fall vibe, but definitely I'm the focal point and the background. But I feel like, I know me personally, if you have some characters thrown in there or some critters especially, it just makes it look cuter. I feel like people are just gonna vote for you if it looks cute. I mean, that's what the challenge is about, right? When I do my setups, I kind of do it, it's like a play or art, like doing an art piece, setting it up so it looks cute for a photo, or like a literal photo shoot. Because if you were going to do a photo shoot, you would want a nice scene or background. I feel like if you're not that great at decorating or don't want to take the time, or no, you could just utilize nature scenes. For this one, since it's fall, though, I feel like you'd be best off like sunset in front of some trees. Just like a pretty shot of the sunset in front of the trees. Maybe grab a critter or something. I guess that's safe since it's an outfit challenge. But I personally enjoy the decorating, and I enjoy looking at other people's dream snaps to see what they did with the same stuff that we all have. It kind of reminds me of like building in The Sims. Like, played The Sims a lot. I'm more familiar with memorizing like all the different furniture items and stuff. One thing that I would like in the game that I hear other people talk about is if it could have like a Sims kind of building system where you could change the colors, because I feel like that would make a lot of things more universal, but I don't know if that will ever happen since they give us so many of the same furniture items in multiple colors. I don't know if that would come. And another little silly thing is a touch of magic. What's the point of having the touch of magic if we can't use it in our DreamSnap creativity? I know that some people might do obscene things with it, but I just feel like, what's the point? Especially for outfit challenges, because I've seen on Reddit, Discord, online in general, people are doing amazing things with touch of magic. I feel like if they let people use touch of magic, then people like me probably would not stand a chance, because they're making, oh, like I saw the one Sally dress. They're gonna have Sally dress in the shop hopefully this week so I can buy it and wear it. But somebody just made it out of like motifs and coloring, and that's amazing right there. They should have some kind of community thing, like in Sims, for instance. You can build a house and upload it. I have houses that have been downloaded by random people. Whatever. Maybe you can't build, so it's nice to get a house. Me, I would like to get some of those outfits. Like, if they could have a way that we could share those. And I'm very, very excited about multiplayer. I don't know exactly what's going to happen, but I would like to be able to tour other people's valleys and just see. I want people to tour my valley, but it's not open to the public yet. It's still under construction. So what I was getting to is I set up like this little photo op. I feel like it's the photo op area for after you go through the pumpkin patch, like through the trail, walk around, see all the sights, and maybe like a corn maze. That'd be cool if someone could make a corn maze, but the corn's not that tall, but you know what I mean, as far as we could make it. And I thought about the garden, the new paths. I don't usually utilize paths that much because they're difficult for me to lay out sometimes when PlayStation's not cooperating. But I saw something that someone did with the garden where they used the new pathing that has like the brick around it, and they made basically like planterns that kind of look similar to Wally's garden, but a lot better. And those were really cool. It would have been nice to do something like that. I stole the hot chocolate stand from my fire and water DreamSnaps. That's what it's like. My whole land's just gonna be old DreamSnap photo shoot areas that have been torn up for new photo shoots. But that's fine. I can't spend all my money. One thing I can say is the DreamSnaps is definitely making me spend my money. Before I was hoarding lots of money and I didn't need anything to spend, but now I need so much more furniture just so I can make my themes look thorough and cute. Which is fine. It's not a complaint at all. I'm just saying, even though all the quests are done, I was so excited when DreamSnaps came out because now I have something to work on, a reason to decorate, a reason for people to see my pictures, and it's so cute. And I really, really like voting. I have other videos where I'm just voting. I really like seeing how creative other people are in the game, and I'm glad that people are liking the game as much as me. Hopefully as much as me. But this is when I really figured out like what I was going for, because I'm soon gonna move Wally's garden to the side to make a more natural looking garden. But I was having so much trouble with the PlayStation. That's why I'm literally like all the way zoomed in, all the way zoomed out. I was trying to do anything to just make it go faster, make it go faster. Which can be very frustrating and discouraging on building. It's like I just want to play. But I don't know. I don't know if it has something to do with the update. I don't know if other people are having as many issues with moving stuff around, because I only have about half the item limit and half the items, so I wouldn't expect the game to be lagging so much, so difficult. But it was still fine. It's just moving things back and forth. It's easier to use the arrow buttons than the joystick, but still, even that, it was lagging so much that even 2 pushes, it's like, oh, pushed it too many times, gotta go back. And I threw these trees back there. I didn't have space because how I set everything up, but I really like how they're actually in the peaceful meadow and it's looking over. I feel like it's good to utilize like the whole scene, the background. Like, think about what's in the back of your picture, not just your picture. But I don't know. I know some people probably aren't that extreme on DreamSnaps, but if you just have a good picture, I just know some people have a hard time figuring out or getting inspired. That's how I am. I really like that the DreamSnaps are like, oh, do a beach scene. I'm like, okay, I guess I need to build a beach scene. And all the stuff is kind of like, I feel like they haven't really done a theme so far where it's like, oh my gosh, how do I do that? Like, there's options, just be creative. This is where I started throwing down the pathing, because I felt like it's just giving more of the fall vibe for pumpkin patch, the little trail you go down. And I used some rugs, which could be kind of silly. I hope they pay off. I hope that people aren't like, why are there rugs outside? It would have been nice to have the leaf rug, the leaf thrown rug path looking one, but I don't have that one, so we work with what we have. Gotta get creative. So that's why I actually put some pathing down, but normally I don't use pathing at all. And I was going back to try to fill out some of the space. Sometimes I can do a little much, because I mean the picture really only needs to be this big if you want it to be that big. But I like the landscapes, not like the full zoomed out ones, weird ones, just like a picture. Like I saw somebody was saying how they prefer it to look like somebody just came up and took a picture. That's kind of the vibe I'm going for, is just like out there and get a picture. So I haven't really figured out who I'm going to take a picture with though. Hopefully maybe some characters will come hang out here, hang out a while. Tip, if you want people to come over, just get in selfie mode and just hang out and they'll walk up. I wish there was a better way for them to like pose when you're not in selfie mode. It is very hard to get a character shot, but I feel like people know that and they just appreciate the characters. I think y'all should be using the characters, because if we're not using the characters, what is the point? Like, really? But also, I can just appreciate a good picture. Some of the best pictures are just something very simple. I really like when people have a really good decorated scene, though. Some people are very, very good at creating a whole scene, and their valleys are amazing. I'm gonna be working on mine. Keep working on mine, especially if all the DreamSnaps, all different themed DreamSnaps have different little areas. It kind of is like a theme park. I've seen some valley tours where people like have a whole biome is a theme. Lots of people have Christmas biomes in the winter, which I think is a good idea, because why not use all your decorations? And I have a whole empty house that's full of empty rooms besides my DreamSnap rooms. So I have a lot of decorating to do, especially if people are going to come see my valley in multiplayer. I want to have it look nice. So let's all decorate our valleys so when people come over, you know, they have something to look at. But that's kind of the main vibe I was going with. I'm probably going to stand about there in the middle and try to get some of each side. Point, just check in the scenes, trying to get it photo ready. I kind of liked how I filled up the whole background with trees. Usually I like when you can see into the rest of the valley, but if y'all saw a couple times peeking over, back there I have Merlin's house and it's surrounded with night thorns, so it's not the prettiest sight. And another good tip, just a simple thing to do that I think helps, is if you pick up any sticks or, you know, loose rocks that you may have left from inventory being full and silly things like that, I just know that that'll help you get up there. I'm trying to get all the way up there, which is probably going to be pretty hard considering some of these DreamSnaps people are putting out. This is when I was kind of about set with my scene, but I decided in order to have the full-fledged fall pumpkin patch vibe realness, I needed to put some real pumpkins in my pumpkin patch. And also I saw someone, the new pathing with the bricks around it, very, very nice. I thought about doing that, but I know that you can't mix the pathing, and it took me so long to just put down that silly pathing right there. I don't want to have to take it all up and redo it all. Especially, it's just as hard to remove it to put it. That's why I don't mess with pathing. So at this point I had to run home and get my pumpkin seeds because I was not prepared. I had thought originally about planting some pumpkins. Also, some wheat would look good. And I also thought about tomatoes. Even though tomatoes aren't pumpkin patch, I just thought they would be a nice pop of red to bring out more red in my outfit, more red for fall. And also, that's why I wanted to use the Wally garden, because I didn't want it to be just pumpkins, orange, orange, orange. But I went with it. I think I pulled it off pretty good overall. I mean, Maybe I should have wore a little bit more orange. See, Mickey likes my makeshift chill area with the tub. I don't know if it's permanent, Mickey, so enjoy it while you can. And after planting all my pumpkins, checking the scene again, trying to see what it looks like. I usually back in and out a few times. At least check, like, what is this photo gonna look like? Okay, what does it look like over there? That's when I decided that there was a big old empty spot back there. And I don't know. It just looks to me, I mean, I wouldn't call it like sloppy. I guess it's unfinished. It just looks unfinished when there's empty spots. I'm a fan of the clutter, filling everything up. You know, maybe not 100% symmetrical. I do like a lot of the symmetrical builds, but I kind of want it to feel more natural, more realistic, or at least how I would decorate in real life. But I have seen some very cute minimalistic stuff. But I feel like if you're going to take a big zoomed out picture, then you need to fill that space up, because sometimes it can take away from what you do just by all the things that you don't. So that's why I always say, like, back up into the picture. That's kind of another reason why I do go a little overboard and decorate a space, because I'll literally walk around and test, okay, is this the best shot? What about this angle? How does this look? But in this case, I'm for sure gonna get those trees in the background. Since it's fall, probably shoot for like sunset to get a good lighting. I thought about torches, or maybe put some of the actual jack-o'-lanterns that have lit up. I have a lot of the jack-o'-lanterns in the Forgotten Lands in front of my house, and they look really good when they're lit up. And another thing, you don't have to wait till night. Of course, you can change the time of day, but you can light stuff up before it would naturally come on. I did that with the fire and water photo so that I could have more fire, but I liked the time of day at sunset before the torches would actually light up on their own. So I really like to play with the shot, and especially the filters. Make sure you're utilizing your filters, because that can really turn your picture up, especially, you know, if you're going for a certain kind of look, certain kind of edge. I just feel like not all the filters. Don't use that pink cloudy filter, and maybe not put a outline around your photo. Some of them look really good, but sometimes it can take away from the vibe and the whole overall feeling, at least for me, in my opinion. And see, I keep zooming out, zooming out. I'm like, well, if I want to hit this, I need to do that. Oh, and this was the worst part. I don't even know why. I'm playing on my PlayStation 5, and I was having so much trouble. I was just trying to move my apple trees from one biome to the other. Usually I just remove stuff, but you can't remove apple trees. At least I don't think you can. Yeah, you can't remove apple trees. So I literally had to zoom out, scoot over, pick them up, and try to drag them all the way across the valley. And it took way, way too long. I mean, this whole video is sped up a lot. Like, things were moving so slow. So slow. And then I put the final touches on it. I'm trying to focus on the foreground too. I've seen some cool things where people put stuff all the way in the front of their shot, and then you can just see the edges of it. It makes for a really good effect. So I've seen it done with like the trellis and the vine wall, waterfall. It's just really catching and pleasing, at least to my eye anyways. I really enjoy the little extra. And I'm trying to work on my DreamSnaps, get my DreamSnap game up. Well, let's all get our DreamSnap game up. And voting, I'm ready to vote. I'm really excited, as per usual, to see what other people did. I'm sure we're going to see a lot of pumpkin patches, a lot of plaid, since it's an outfit challenge. I mean, I'm wearing plaid and boots. Probably going to have a lot of boots, a lot of scarves. I don't know. There's probably going to be a lot of Halloween, and still pirates. Pirates are still going to be rocking it, because, I mean, we're all about the pirates now. So, let's do this. Let me know anything that you think I could have done differently, should have done differently, or if you had a really cool idea, tell me, because this is what I came up with, and I know this is what a lot of people did. But I'm ready for fall, y'all. It's fall, y'all. I'm ready for Halloween, and I'm ready to see how I do and what's next week gonna be. So, as always, I had fun, and I'll see you in the next one. It's me, Miss Skullcrusher. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.